Exploring Space with an Astronaut by Patricia J. Murphy. Words to read: live, work, woman, machines, move, everywhere, world. I really like this selection. It's really cool to read and find out actual facts about how an astronaut lives and works in space. Did you find out on this page what a space shuttle does? Can you find the part that says what the space shuttle carries? Oh, good. Maybe you see that word astronauts. It carries the astronauts into space. On this page, it said the space shuttle takes off like something, but it lands like something else. Do you see that? Oh, good. The space shuttle takes off like a rocket, and it lands like an airplane. This selection is organized to help us understand it by having headings, like Meet Eileen Collins, before you read each box. Do you see the white words in the red box? How do astronauts live in space? Those headings help us know what to think about and what we're going to read about in each section. That's really cool. I think maybe the author wanted to show what kind of information that she was going to tell us in each section. So those headings help me to understand what I'm reading. Do you see the question here in the heading? Why do astronauts go into space? Can you find reasons why they go into space? Look at that paragraph. Oh, good. Did you see that? They test ways to live and work in a world that's different than Earth. Astronauts do experiments. They look for problems and fix them. These are all good reasons why the astronauts go into space. So far in this article, we found out what astronauts and space shuttles are. We know a little bit more about Eileen Collins, how they live in space, and we even know why they go into space. That's a lot of good information we already have about exploring space with an astronaut. I thought that part was pretty interesting where it said, in space, there is no up and down. Boy, if there's no up and down, that means that probably we're floating all around. How would you move if you were in space? How would you stay in your bed? Oh, maybe you'd have to tie yourself down. Might be fun to float through the air, too. So far, I've read a lot about space. I wonder, is this whole selection about the tools astronauts use? Or is the whole selection about how astronauts live and work in space? What do you think? Okay. The tools they use is just one detail. The main idea, or what the whole thing is about, is how astronauts live and work in space. Let's keep going. Now, so far in this selection, the author has given us lots of photographs of astronauts and space shuttles. That's made it really interesting. She's told us a lot of facts about them. I think she wrote this so that we would have more information. about life for an astronaut in space. That's different than writing a story with animals that do funny things like people do. That would be a made-up story or fiction. This is expository nonfiction. Look at that. The author asks you, would you like to fly into space? I wonder why she did that. Why do you think she asked that question? Maybe she wants us to think about the things we just read about. Maybe she wants to make sure it seems exciting for us. So what do you think? Do you want to be an astronaut? Do you like math and science? Do you like to visit new places? What about fast roller coasters? Well, astronauts like all those things, and if you do, you might like to be an astronaut someday. Oh, wait, what's that? You want to be an astronaut? Cool.